it's Halloween. Happy, happy Halloween, 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 happy, happy Halloween, Silver Shamrock. It's Halloween. For the entire month, I have been posting a video about a specific horror movie each day. So that's been 30 horror movies I've been talking about. 30 separate videos, 30 separate horror movies, 30 separate days. And it's Halloween. So this is the last one. And I think you know which one I've been saving for last. It's the granddaddy of them all. Thank you for watching these videos. If you haven't, please scroll back and watch them. Any time of year, you could watch all 30 of each of the videos to talk for each of the 30 movies that I talked about every day. You can watch them year-round, obviously. That's why they're here. They're all available on the Patreon page. They're all available on the YouTube page. 31 different movies that you could watch throughout the year. And I've posted all those videos, a video a day since October 1st. It is October 31st. This is number 31, and I'm marking it off the calendar. There it is. It's Halloween. Here is movie 31. Please, beforehand, please give to patreon.com/NickDShow. All 31 of these movies that I reviewed and posted online, no money for them, no, just doing it, and hopefully you will be kind enough to donate. It's kind of like watching PBS without paying, but you could get a tote bag. And that tote bag is some extra videos and some access to some secret stories about WGN that you can only get if you give at Patreon. If you want to know what really happened at WGN, I've got the backstory there. There's a bunch of videos on there and some bonus stuff that only patrons can get. So please donate now. Not only will you be doing a cool thing by helping out, but you will also get some bonus stuff. So it's patreon.com/NickDShow. Go there now and donate. Patreon.com/NickDShow. My podcast is the Nick D Podcast. It's new episodes every Tuesday and Friday. My co-host is Esmeralda Leon. We have guests and movie reviews and all kinds of great stuff. It's very, very fun, very, very entertaining. You will love it. So check it out. Google it. It's available everywhere, radiomisfits.com. And we're doing a live version of the Nick D Podcast at Zanies in Rosemont. The legendary Zanies Comedy Club. We're going to be there live. We want you to be there. It's going to be interactive. We've got prizes to give away. Big surprise guests. It's going to be hilarious and fun. And you'll be part of a recording. It'll last forever. And you'll be a part of that. So get your tickets now. They're on sale now. Get your tickets at Zanies in Rosemont. And it's Tuesday, November 15th. Tuesday, November 15th. Go to rosemont.zanies.com. Rosemont.zanies.com. Go to the Nick D Podcast event. Get your tickets now. Let's pack the place. Let's have a good time. Tuesday, November 15th, Zanies, Rosemont. Okay, it's October 31st. It's Halloween. So here's a little hint as to what movie I saved for Halloween. It's the granddaddy of them all. And I've got this is an old 30th anniversary commemorative set of Halloween. And that's John Carpenter signed that. That's John Carpenter's signature. Yes, this is actually one of my favorite packages for any of the DVDs and stuff like that I have. This is classic. This is great. They did a really amazing job putting this package together, and it's the 30th anniversary commemorative set. There's Jamie. Hi, Jamie. And oh, look at that. There he is laughing. I'm the best director ever. How about that? And there it is. Michael Myers, little Michael Myers mask signed by John Carpenter. It's Halloween, so of course the movie to talk about on Halloween is the best horror movie ever made. And that is John Carpenter's Halloween from 1978. We all have seen it. We all know it. We all love it. One of the most imitated, never equaled, often imitated, but never equaled horror movies of all time. It changed the face of horror. It was, for a very long period of time, until Dirty Dancing came out, by the way. It was the most successful independent movie ever made in terms of box office gross, in terms of, profit, all that stuff. It was the most successful independent movie ever made until Dirty Dancing came out. So it held that crown for about 10 years. It held that crown for 10 years, Halloween. A legendary movie. It's the movie that changed my life. I've told this story many, many, many times. I saw it in November of 1978 at the State Lake Theater in the Loop with my father on a Sunday morning, and it changed my life. I was 13 years old, and I had seen hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of movies of every genre, and hundreds of horror movies, and I was obsessed with movies, movie freak since I was a baby. But Halloween was the first movie, this motherfucking movie right here, was the first movie that I saw when I realized what a director did. I was like, oh, okay, I would see credits before, didn't pay attention to them. When the movie was over, I went outside and I looked at the poster and I actively looked for the credit of director to see who directed the movie, because I suddenly was like, oh, this is what a director does. This is what movies can do. And John Carpenter. And my life changed that morning. The focus of my life was 100% movies. I wanted to know how they were made. I wanted to know how they were done. I wanted to know everything behind the scenes, how you make a movie. What does directing mean? I started reading and studying and looking back at other movies. I dove headfirst into the world of movies, into the world of directing, became knowledgeable about filmmakers. My absolute and complete, utter love for film, for filmmaking, for direction came from the first time I saw this movie, and it came from John Carpenter. So, legendary movie. Simple setup, and to this day, it's still scary. It's still suspenseful. There's no blood in it. There's no gore in it. People forget that. People think, oh, I can't watch it. It's so bloody. It's not bloody. There's like no blood in Halloween at all. It is an exercise in brilliant suspense, building tension, releasing it. It's really scary. It's really well acted. You really care about the characters. A lot of that has to do with the contributions of Deborah Hill, who doesn't get enough credit for why this movie works as beautifully as it does. Deborah Hill helped create the female characters, and one of the reasons why this movie works so beautifully is because Nancy Loomis, PJ Soles, and Jamie Lee Curtis create this wonderful three-way female relationship that you care about. It's authentic. It's beautifully acted. Jamie Lee Curtis, I mean, she had done a couple of things before, but this was her first lead, her first big movie, and she made a splash and became Jamie Lee Curtis. And they're continuing to make these goddamn movies. She came back to the franchise many, many, many years later and all that stuff. And this is the one. As far as I'm concerned, this Halloween Ends and all this shit. To be honest with you, it's not Halloween on this day, and I have not seen Halloween Ends yet. I've pre-taped these. So I haven't seen Halloween Ends, but I have no doubt in my mind it's going to suck. I hate all the new Halloween movies. I hate all the sequels. Halloween 3 doesn't count because it's not a Michael Myers movie, and it's awesome. But all the other sequels, with the exception of Halloween H2O, which I still love. I love Halloween H2O. And to me, that's the Laurie Strode story that I care more about, and the closure of that character. None of these new movies, this fucking whole setup that David Gordon Green and Danny McBride did, it's all bullshit. And Jamie Lee Curtis, I love you, Jamie Lee Curtis, but my God, I understand the check is big, but you never gave a fuck about these movies for many years. And then suddenly it's like, yes, I need to close you were in Halloween H2O, and that was enough. I don't know why you did Halloween Resurrection, and I'm not sure why you did these stupid ass awful sequels that have come out. But anyway, just this one here, the 90 minutes of this movie from beginning to end, that's the only one that matters. It's the only one that matters. When Halloween, as much as I love Halloween H2O, and I think it's a terrific movie, I love Halloween H2O, none of these other movies, they're all a bunch of fucking horse shit. They're all garbage. The Rob Zombie movies are a fucking travesty to mankind, as every motherfucking movie that talentless sack of shit Rob Zombie makes. But it's an insult. He shit all over the original movie. So all of these sequels, all the shit that's out now, the ends, the kills, all that, the reboots and all that stuff, they all fucking suck. The only one that matters is this. Halloween Ends. Yeah, you know what? Halloween should have ended in 1978. It's a perfect movie. This is what you would call a perfect movie. My favorite horror movie of all time. And it's just legendary. And I watch it every Halloween. I know that may seem ridiculous. It may seem silly. But, a lot of people do. A lot of people watch it on Halloween, obviously during the Halloween season. But I like to watch it on the holiday proper, the original Halloween. I never get sick of it. I don't know how many times I've seen it. I've seen it thousands of times. I've seen it, thousands of times. I've seen it in the theater hundreds of times, literally. But I never get sick of it. It's still brilliant. It is the granddaddy of them all. If it's Halloween time and you haven't watched the movie Halloween, and even if you've seen it 900 times, fucking watch it again, because this is the one. The blueprint, baby. There he is. Hey, Mike. Hi, I'm Michael Myers. How are you? Hi. Anyway, so, hey, look, I hope you enjoyed. I have a happy Halloween. If you're watching this after Halloween, I hope you had a happy Halloween. And I hope you were able to watch at least 5, 10, 20, maybe all 31 of the movies that I talked about throughout the month. This has been fun, and I hope you liked it. And obviously, I saved the best for last, and the best being the original 1978 masterpiece, Halloween. Okay. Hey, thanks for watching all the videos. If you missed any of them, scroll down, man. There are 31 separate videos with 31 separate horror movies to check out. And I tell stories and have fun with them, too. So anyway, happy Halloween, the granddaddy of them all, John Carpenter's masterpiece, Halloween.